And welcome to Dahlia and Nicole's talk show. This is your host,
Dahlia Nicole.
Dahlia and Nicole.
Hello, my people. It's Dahlia.
And Nicole.
And this is Quiche My Ass. So this week we don't have a guest because, we suck at planning.
No, we don't. It's just people are so busy and it's hard to get anyone.
I know. People think we're crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're like nonstop. I've been told I am nonstop.
You are.
Yeah, I am nonstop. Nicole's wedding is this week. This episode's probably going to be released after the wedding. So, are you nervous?
No.
No?
No.
Good.
I'm not nervous at all. I think there's a few more details to iron out, but other than that, I'm not nervous.
No? Good. Yeah. What is your one thing that you can't wait to look forward to?
I think the ceremony at the Brooklyn Bridge Park. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, that's going to be really good.
Even though the train's going to go by every 4 minutes and it's going to be very disruptive, but...
Well, you decided to get married in New York.
Yeah.
Everything's disruptive in New York.
Yeah.
Literally everything. And speaking of disruptions in New York, we're literally walking into our episode of celebrities and how they influence us on how we eat, how we think, how we buy, and how they're pretty much ruling our industry. And they don't know anything about our industry. They just have the money and they're going and pretty much expanding their name in this industry. How do you feel about that?
I think it's interesting how celebrities can sponsor products that aren't even good quality and people still buy it.
Give me an example.
I need to think about that.
Really? There's so many things. This is
tequila. Every brand of tequila.
People really think Casamigos is the best tequila. George Clooney, if no one knew, he was the co-founder of it. It's good, but there's better tequila out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into tequila because I want to do a whole episode on just celebrity tequila. Nick Jonas has a tequila. Kendall Jenner has a tequila. So many people.
What does Kendall Jenner know about tequila? That's the biggest thing. Is if it's somebody who knows...
Maybe she does know. Maybe she did do her research. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
That's if we started a tequila company. People are going to be what are these two fucks doing?
Yeah, they're going to
be the podcasting, though. What are you doing? And anyway, what is... I just don't understand, the different... that's why we have to do a taste test of all these tequilas. Because, what's the difference? You know what I mean?
Right.
Is it just their name on it that makes people want to buy it? And it's true because we all buy things and we all go to the restaurants that I'm going to talk about because it's a name and not necessarily because it's good.
Right.
So.
Well, I have to say, last night I was working at an event and they just happened to be serving Dom Perignon. Fine. Great. A lot of
cool. Normal.
Wealthy people do. And it was the Lady Gaga edition.
That we were talking about.
Yeah, Lady Gaga Dom Perignon.
I think it's $167 just for the bottle.
I mean, it was delicious. I drank a lot of it, but I don't understand why Lady Gaga is representing Dom Perignon. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's not her representing it. It's just her to put a name on another product.
I feel like Dom Perignon already has its own name.
So everyone, when Lady Gaga was becoming famous, everyone was so big in Manhattan that her parents were opening up an Italian restaurant, and I don't even think it's open anymore. And people said it wasn't that good or whatever, and people were going just because it was Lady Gaga's parents' restaurant. It was
just because.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. It wasn't Carbone that is actually a good pasta place. I've never been, but
I've never been either.
That's also another place that just celebrities and influencers and bloggers go to and just are constantly posting on Instagram. And I'm just is it good? I don't know. If you guys been to Carbone, let us know. I
have heard some people say it's really good and other people say it's not worth it.
Oh.
So
Well, I think paying a lot of money for pasta is not worth it. Like,
I disagree, but I don't know. But that's not Lady Gaga's.
What do you think a normal restaurant for pasta should be selling? Like a plate of pasta, because it's usually like 32, and you're just like, okay.
Okay, but if they're making their own pasta, it's really labor intensive, and so that should be more. But I think, I don't know. You're right. 32 is expensive, but when I go out to eat, it's like if that's the cost of it, I buy it. I don't know.
Did you also? We're gonna sidetrack and go to a different. Starbucks wants to start paying their employees starting at $23 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, and then...
I mean, with the high volume, that doesn't surprise me.
So that's what I said. I was like, that's not going to be that big of a difference because, like, they make so much money.
Right.
But then somebody was telling me that, like, with inflation, like, it's going to be $6 to get a regular cup of coffee, not, like, $2.50 that what it is there now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, that's insane. But also... I go to Starbucks at like 5:30 in the morning because they're the only place that's open. And like it's decent coffee for 5:30 in the morning. Even though I'm pretty sure in the first episode I was shitting on Starbucks. So
yeah, but
20 episodes ago I was definitely shitting on Starbucks.
But it depends where you are. Like if you are in New York, there are better options. But if you're out in the suburbs, there aren't other options. So
yeah. And I was listening to a podcast about how like Starbucks became so famous because Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen would always be carrying it around and like walking around the streets. And I just thought that was funny for the episode to share that like people were shitting on Starbucks because like they were using celebrities as like branding, but they weren't. It was just Starbucks used to be like the it coffee shop and like it was expensive and people would go and like
I've been to the original Starbucks in Seattle. Have you been?
No.
It's fine. It's like a crazy long. I didn't even actually.
Is it like it's probably the same as every other Starbucks though?
No, well, it's like the inside maybe, but on the outside it's like brick and looks like old.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute.
It's fine.
All right. Well, we're gonna start because I have a lot of information. Okay, this is a rabbit hole. Like I thought, I was like, oh, we're just gonna do an episode on like celebrities in our industry and like actors just joining in and doing whatever the fuck they want. But like I fell in. Like
but part of me is like they already have so much money. Why do they need more? But
investments. What are you gonna do when you have all the money? What happens when you get $1 million? You invest it in something that's worth the money. If you're smart. If you're not smart. So celebrities go into real estate a lot, but like the restaurants that I'm about to bring up, like you guys have all heard these names and you're going to be surprised with the names behind it.
Okay.
I guess, but not really. So like the 40/40 Club, Jay-Z. Did you know that?
I've never heard of the 40/40 Club.
What?
Where is it?
It's in New York. It's a poppin' club.
I've never been. Have I been with you?
No, you don't go to clubs. No, it's one of those clubs where you have to like get a table and like
in like bottle
out.
Service.
Yeah, it's like $2,000 for a table.
That's it.
But it has a 4.1 like star rating on Google, so I thought that was interesting because like, are people going because it's Jay-Z's club, or are they going because it's a good club? You know what I mean? And then we have the most handsome man in the world. Just kidding. Mark Wahlberg. He owns Wahlburger Burgers with his brothers, and that's 4.3. He has a few locations, like one in AC.
Okay, really
one
quick.
in Massachusetts.
You think he's the most handsome guy in the world?
No, I don't think that, but he is an attractive guy.
Okay. I mean, he's like, yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg also has so many other projects that, like, I guess a burger shop is, like, not a surprise. And he also eats, like, 3 turkey burgers a day.
What about Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti?
Does he have one?
Did you hear that? He's opening up a restaurant called Mom's Spaghetti.
Oh.
And I don't know where
I feel like
opening.
Only millennials would, like, understand that. Like, Gen Z is going to be like, what does that mean? Like, Mom's
I don't know where
Spaghetti.
they're opening. I think it's Detroit.
We're also Zach Braff from Scrubs, like the main character. He owns the Mermaid Oyster Bar.
Okay, really quick. He's doing Mom's Spaghetti, and they're out of like little Chinese takeouts
Oh,
with
that's
meatballs.
so cute.
That's so funny.
That's cute. Even though he used to shit on his mom in his rap. So like having a whole, is it a restaurant or is it like?
I think it's fast food. They're gonna do like, it's all
fast
gonna
food
be
spaghetti.
Fast food spaghetti.
He's definitely not the chef behind any of it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's
Of
probably
course not.
canned tomato sauce too.
Oh, it's only in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
New Yorkers, Marylanders, New Jerseyans.
For what?
You can't get mom's spaghetti yet.
Can't get
it's
mom's
too early.
spaghetti. We're gonna get it delivered though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna freeze.
No, we're not. We can make better spaghetti than whatever they're serving.
We could do it for Munchbox on an episode. I feel like it'd be perfect. All right, and then this was the most mind-blowing like person that is co-founder, and it's Robert De Niro. He is worth $500 million.
Wow. That's
and
it?
wait, just get ready. He is the co-founder of Nobu.
What?
He owns 46 restaurants and 13 luxury hotels.
You know what? I think I knew about the hotels for sure, but I didn't know he was the co-founder of
Isn't that insane?
Nobu. Well, he became friends with Chef Nobu, and he was like,
Yeah, no, that's literally their first
I'll open all
restaurant
your
was in
restaurants.
Alaska.
Alaska?
Alaska.
Why?
So random. I think that's where the chef was from, where he like came there and was like, yeah, let's do this here, and he helped him found it. Like he was, I think, a chef in New York City, like at a restaurant. Robert De Niro was like, I want this guy right here. Like I need to work
Like
with
I
want to
put all my money.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need somebody to be like, this girl right here. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
all my money on.
So
on her.
I never been to Nobu. Well, I never been to Nobu, but I know that that's where every celebrity goes to.
I've been.
Yeah. And like their famous dish is the black cod with
The miso cured black cod.
And like I make the same dish at like work, and it's easy to make.
Well, actually, a client I used to cook for, she asked me to make that dish, and it was like, yeah, miso black cod. She was like, but can you do it with scallops? I'm like, yeah, sure. But I never did it the way Nobu did it because I had never been to Nobu. So I was making it, and she was like, this is even better than Nobu, but it's not the same, and we want both. We want yours and his. And I'm like, okay. So she bought me dinner. She sent me to Nobu and bought me dinner just to figure out, so I could figure out how to make it.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, it's like, but Nobu marinades it for 3 days.
Oh, wow. So it gets like
It gets like cured.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because I was asking the server, I was like, how do you do it? And I have the Nobu cookbook that she let me borrow that I need to return. But you let it marinate for 3 days.
Is Nobu a good restaurant that's like worth the hype?
I loved it. I really did. I would go back, but the price is crazy.
So like I was reading, and it said it was like $50 to $60 per person, but that's just average.
That's if you want to leave
like
hungry.
If you're a foodie like me and you, like that we're in the industry, like we want to order the whole menu, or like we want to get all the drinks.
Yeah, I don't know what our bill was for the two of us because we didn't pay for it, but I know it was a lot of money.
I was reading that you could walk out paying $900, like there.
I
easily.
think for the two of us, probably $600.
Yeah. So, but like, it's so funny because like all these celebrities, like when they're like, oh, where's your favorite restaurant? Like they all say Nobu. Like the Kardashians are known to be at Nobu all the time. Nobu Malibu.
I mean, it's great and everything was so good. They used, I love yuzu. But they put that shit on everything. I swear, every single dish, yuzu. Even if it doesn't say yuzu. And I love it. Even the cocktails we were getting had yuzu. And I really, really love that flavor, so I was happy. But, it's something that is kind of special to me. And so if you have it in every single dish, at some point you can't even taste it anymore.
These are like American. Well, I know Nobu's all around the world, but like these are just like it's a tourist trap.
Yeah.
Like just to see celebrities, just to like go and be in that vibe.
Yeah, but I loved our meal there.
Yeah.
It was great.
And I also just want to let everyone know that like Nobu got 14 loans for the PPP loan, and it was $27.7 million altogether.
Wow.
And I doubt they have to pay it back. I'm just saying.
No, I doubt they have to pay it back, and that's really interesting. They probably did
some sort of charity shit, like that they don't have to pay it back. Don't quote me on that, but like we know how it works.
No comment.
We definitely know how it works, and like I know people that had like small businesses where they don't have to pay back their PPP loan, not because they did charity, just because it was like a good loan where like they only have to pay back like $80 a month, and they got like $100,000.
Yeah,
it was like small businesses. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about PPP loans. I know
you
quite
do.
a few people who got them. I know enough.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we could totally do a whole episode on
Oh,
PPP
God.
loans. And if you don't know what that is out there, look it up yourself, bro. Like, you know. Like, what the hell? So now I'm going into the celebrity owning companies or being like the face of the company and like the selling process of how they're doing it and who bought them out, what's going on. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy vampire, you know who
Sarah
she is.
Michelle Gellar.
Oh, is it Geller, not Seller?
No, it's Gellar.
Oh, God. I couldn't read my handwriting. I'm so sorry, everyone. She is the founder of Food Stirs, which is a junk-free bakery, like boxed bakery stuff, which I thought was so interesting because, like, I work for a family right now, and we have all their products, and I didn't even know that. I didn't know that it was a actress that founded this, and she...
So when you say founder, do you think founder means like it was her private chef that she finally, or like a chef in her life who had a great
I don't think so. I don't think it's always like that.
Or do you think she was cooking these things herself?
No, I think she was tired of buying boxed cookies. And so the difference between these boxed stuff, first of all, they're all pretty good. I've like done it. Like I've tried it. Lower sugar, all USDA organic and non-GMO, and fair trade chocolate. So I thought that was awesome that like there's these boxed stuff, which when Mimi was on here, she wants to do like boxed cakes and stuff like that. I think it's a good thing. Like I think it's, people don't like to bake from scratch that much. It's super fast. I sometimes bake from a box because it's good. Why not? Like the Pillsbury Funfetti cake, like I love that shit. Even though he's not a celebrity, but he is a celebrity.
But it is interesting because there's only like 3 brands that are out on the shelves.
Her brand, I think, is exploding. I really do. I see it everywhere now. Like when I saw it, I was like, no way. That's hers? Like that's insane. You've seen Food Stirs. It's like even on like the train.
Yeah.
And like the boxed, it goes up to like $6. Like it's not that crazy. Like people, you know, in low income households could have it for dessert, and like it's not bad. I think that it was really nice. And the kids like to make donuts or cake pops. They're like $30 to $45, but like it's an activity for kids, so it's cute. I liked that when I was doing the research on it. I was like, oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
You know, and I think it's her and 2 other people that are founders, but I do think that she was probably at home baking a lot and was just like why does this all have shit in it? Because like, you know, their celebrities are semi-healthy or want to be semi-healthy, but like don't want to put junk in their body. So.
Well, it's hard to be a celebrity and eat like when I was a private chef, you have to think like you could make the best meal, and you know this, every single day and use all the butter and the fat and the salt that you would normally use in a restaurant. But when you're feeding somebody that every single day, you really have to think about it. So these celebrities, even though they have all the money in the world, they can't just go out to eat every night because it's not good for them.
No, it's not. But a lot of celebrities also don't have private chefs because they want to cook at home, or like they want to do it, or the housekeeper does it. And, you know, I think it's funny that they're running our world at the moment. Isn't it crazy?
It is
so
crazy.
I was on, I think it was like on Instagram, and there was a funny video of Shaq, and we all know Shaq. He's in every commercial, but he started his own grill, and I was like, oh.
What is it, a Weber?
No, it's like an indoor grill that's like smokeless. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, and I was laughing about it because it was like a funny, like, snippet of him like doing something funny. And I was like, and then Ian goes, oh, it's just like George Foreman. And I was like, what do you mean just like George Foreman? I didn't know he was an American professional boxer. Did you?
No, I had no idea. I thought the grill was just called
George that's
Foreman.
what I thought. And like Ian's like, that's common knowledge, and so did Thomas. They both were like, that's common knowledge. And I was like, I don't think Nicole's gonna know this because I didn't know.
I heard you talking to Thomas, and you were like, she's gonna know this, and I had no idea.
Yeah,
George Foreman's a boxer.
So he was an American former professional boxer. He went into the Olympics. He's also a minister. Like he's gotten himself into trouble. He's gotten himself into debt, but there was a company that had a grill and they want to put his name on it, and he put his name on it, and in 2009 there was almost 100 million units sold.
Oh my God, what does he look like?
He's a big guy. Like He's famous. Like he's like he's very well known, and me and you are just like he's what? He's a boxer?
When I Google George Foreman, just the grill comes up.
I know.
Oh wait. Oh, he's
older. He's older now.
Yeah, but that's so funny because like I've seen this guy and I know he's on the George Foreman commercials, but I had no idea he was a boxer. I thought he was just the spokesman.
He's fought Muhammad Ali. Like he's like a known guy, and like I was like, what? I only know George Foreman as a grill, and people had it in college. The George Foreman was such a whole era of people buying and thinking
crazy.
It was the coolest thing ever.
This picture of him and Mike Tyson. Oh my god, that's so cool. I had no idea.
Isn't that interesting? It's just crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like these celebrities are here. They're literally everywhere in our industry.
Wow.
Yeah. Kristen Bell also has a granola bar called This Saves Lives. It's a granola bar company, and it's for like childhood malnourishing. Like it's nice.
Like every time you buy one, it goes to
I wasn't reading too much into it because I couldn't really find. It's probably on her website and on like how it works. But I've never seen the granola bar.
Okay.
But I feel like people have tried to do that. I like when celebrities do a lot of charitable stuff with their products. We'll get into that with two people from what I'm about to say. Actually, we'll go into him. Paul Newman. He was an actor. Mm-hmm. Paul Newman also is the face of all the salad dressings at the supermarket. You know the Newman?
Yeah, the Newman. And that is, I mean...
Isn't that nuts? Like, he also, famous salad dressings, canned goods, dog treats, pizza, and 100% of the profits go to charity.
But you know what? I feel like once you get that kind of exposure, you don't need to work. Like, they're like, I don't need to act anymore. My career is done.
It's 100% profit to the charity. He has donated over $550 million to charities around the world.
Wow.
I think he's funding like the production somehow. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but like the production's definitely funded some I don't know how, but like it's 100% to charity. Like that's awesome.
Awesome.
And we've all had the dressings. Like everyone has had those salad dressings in their fridge. People
like the Caesar or all of it, the balsamic.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to my girl, Bethany Frankel, the queen bee of reality TV. And I think she's one of the smartest human beings
Okay, what show is she from? Because I have no idea who Bethany is from.
She's from Real Housewives of New York.
Okay.
And she was there from the first season.
Okay.
And she started this like small baking company. I don't remember the name of it, but like you would see on the show that she was like the poorest one and struggling the most about like how to keep ends meet. And then next season she gets a car and it's Skinny Girl Margarita, and she's like trying.
She did Skinny Girl Margarita.
She's trying. In 2011, she made $100 million.
Wow.
From the company.
100. I can't even fathom 100 million.
Like, and now she does real estate. Like, she's on top of like, she is the it girl of Manhattan when it comes to like working from the bottom up. Yeah. And she used reality TV to get to where she is. She's this and then everyone else on reality TV was like, oh shit, like Bethany Frankel just marketed on Real Housewives. So everyone on Bravo now all does the same thing. Kyle and Amanda off of Summer House, they have a Lover Boy, which is just like a spiked seltzer drink. I heard it's not that good. Sorry, guys. I do like you guys, but
not that good.
And they market it on their show. They call themselves like Lover Boys, and like it's just funny that's so many celebrities on reality TV. That's how they're marketing their stuff.
It's crazy.
Which I think it's so funny because like it's so smart. It's free advertisement. It's literally free You're getting paid to be on a show to give your whole life out, but you're also endorsing your stuff.
Endorsing your favorite.
And I think she's just so smart. Like, she's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you watch the show, like, she's nuts.
We should get Skinny Girl Margaritas. Are they even good?
I've never had a Skinny Girl Margarita, but it's funny because, like...
But I think everybody knows what it is.
Everyone knows what Skinny Girl Margarita is. She has popcorn. She has a Skinny Girl popcorn. She has salad dressings. She has a whole line. She has clothing now. And it's all on the show. And you're just like, and she talks about, these these pants, they feel so good on me. And you're buying them. You buy them. And that's how it is. And I just think it's hilarious that's...
Wow.
Isn't that funny? You would do the same thing, though. Like, if you were on a reality TV show...
Okay, but if
She was the first. She was the first to do it.
What would your brand be? Like, if
Quiche My Ass is my brand.
No, but what food item or equipment would you sell?
I always wanted to sell
like, what's
spices.
our line going to be?
I always wanted to sell spices. Like, I always thought, like, I could create a different kind of spice bottle because I hate the spice bottles.
Oh, they're terrible.
They're terrible. I think I could always, like, do, like, a teaspoon or a tablespoon, like, have it, like, adjusted to, like, a measurement. And, like, I always thought of doing that. I'm telling everyone my $1 million idea.
No, I actually recently heard of a startup that is going to be a really, really, really cool spice thing. I'm not supposed to talk about it, so we have to keep going.
I also think everyone does chili oil. We talked about it with Betty's, but, like, I've been tasting different people's chili oils, and, like, they're pretty good. Like, I'm about famous people's chili oils. Like, David Chang has one, even though he's
What about the crispy chili?
Which one?
That's the best one. I don't know whose it is.
Oh, so it's not a celebrity.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I just thought you would know. That's why I asked.
Maybe it's a celebrity. So now we're going into the lifestyle trends of people that create these lifestyles and how you should eat or how you should do things. And I just think it's so funny. And we're going to start out with Kourtney Kardashian. Oh my God. Travis for life. Oh my gosh, Travis, let's carve a pumpkin. Anyway, it's just from an Instagram.
You're so annoying.
It's funny. I think the Kourtney and Travis thing are just, it's so funny.
You used to say, like, when we were at Danielle, you would be like, literally, Kim, you're so rude.
I still say it. I think it's so funny. And I also think that this girl is funny, and she knew exactly how to market herself. The Kardashians know how to market themselves with...
Obviously.
Like, their reality TV show was all marketing for the family. Like, this is Kylie's Live Kit. This is this. This is that. So, Kourtney Kardashian is part of Poosh. She is the co-founder.
What is Poosh?
Poosh is a lifestyle website, like how you should live a life.
Okay.
It's a wellness brand. I think they call it a wellness brand.
Okay.
And Poosh is $15 million worth right now. So...
What is it? I've never even heard of it.
Never heard of it?
It's worth $15 million.
I think it's funny because there's food recipes on the website.
What
and
is it?
Poosh.
P-O-U?
Oh, no. P-O-O. That's push. P-O-O-S-H. The website's cool, I guess. But there's food recipes on there, and it's just so funny because it's like sister recipes of cookies. So it's like Kylie Jenner's chocolate chip cookies where there's still sugar in it and shit. So I'm just like, what? Okay. And
how to make sleepy tea at home.
Yeah.
Kourt's current supplement lineup.
Wait, but I have something hilarious what she shares on there. And it's like how to make smoothies, how to make salads. But she recently put a recipe up of how to make a vegan quesadilla.
Is it good? What does she use? Fake cheese?
She uses sweet potato tortilla, alternative butter, and vegan cheese. But it literally has 3 steps, and the last step says use a pizza slicer. What? Girl. This is what I'm saying. Like, these celebrities are just writing recipes.
Right, but do you think that somebody developed a recipe for her so that it's actually edible? Or do you think she was like, well, this is what edible? I do, and so this is it?
That's what she does. This is what I do, and that's how you should do it. She does the lifestyle, anti-aging, hacks to eating healthy, dining out. Like, that's, like, what their, like, articles are all about, and it's crazy.
I mean, that's interesting. That would be a whole episode to talk about how to eat healthy in the restaurant. Like, when you're eating out at a restaurant every night,
that's definitely a mini episode. You really, like, because like, you can't even eat healthy when you go out. It's impossible.
No, but I don't think people understand how much salt and food, like butter and oil, goes into food that they're eating at restaurants. They have no clue.
I think some people do, because a lot of people don't feel like good after they go out to eat.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Even Thomas would be like, "Oh, that's a lot of salt." I'm like, "Ooh, yeah, well, it's a lot of salt." It's like, it's.
He worked at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh
Like,
God. I know, right? I
like
think
you,
it's so
you can't
crazy.
say that there's a lot of salt. But there's also articles on the Poosh website, things adults should have in their pantry.
Okay.
Is gluten bad for your skin? Foods that help you brighten your teeth. It's just like dumb little articles that people read, even though I doubt there's any scientists working on her team. Maybe there is. I don't think so. But like, whatever. And now we're going to go to the queen of wellness. And that is Gwyneth Paltrow.
I was going to say, is it you, Martha? Martha Stewart?
Oh, I imagine. No, Martha. So I wanted to talk about Martha, but I think food celebrities and like
It's a different
episode.
Yeah.
These people. So Gwyneth Paltrow, she went to school for like art history or something. Like she didn't go to school for acting. She wanted to act because her mother acted. She always but she founded Goop. Goop. Everyone knows
I've
Goop.
heard of Goop, yeah.
It is $250 million worth. Goop alone. So that means Gwyneth Paltrow is way more. Isn't that crazy? And I was just listening to her episode. If you guys don't watch listen to Smartless, it's a great show. Like they interview celebrities. They interviewed Jose Andres the other day. I really want to listen to it. And her, like, Goop is a modern lifestyle brand. And it started out just doing weekly email newsletters about eliminating food and nourishing your inner aspects of life. Just like, little things. Now she has stores everywhere. She has her brand in all different stores, like Goop products. And she pretty much like is out there like telling people like, this is how I live, so you should live this way too.
So crazy.
And she avoids...
I mean, she looks great.
She does look great, but here is how she eats. And she posts about it constantly. She avoids any sugar, anything sweet, no dairy, and as much vegetables as possible. No sugar. Like, absolutely no sugar. Like, she doesn't even have fruit that has sugar in it.
That's crazy.
Okay. She doesn't eat that much breakfast. She barely does breakfast. Maybe a smoothie.
But a smoothie of what if you aren't having fruit?
When she was actually in the podcast, she was having bone broth, which I love. Like, I could have 4 cups of bone broth a day.
I love bone broth, too, but, like...
It's also expensive.
Yeah.
It's so
and it
expensive.
takes like 12 hours to make, 24 hours to make.
She's not making it. She's definitely buying it.
Yeah.
So she does salad with some protein for lunch. She does a lot of snacks of just like cashews and pretzels. Like that's what she eats as snacks. And she just eats a lot of chicken dishes and pasta and like stir fry for dinner.
But no sweet, like
no sugars. Yeah. I don't know. I can ask her.
Yeah, let's call her. I need answers.
Then she has this thing where she swishes around coconut oil in her mouth to like get her to have not much of an appetite and like get the day started. And I just thought that was nuts. I was like, people do this?
Do they do that to like wake up her digestive system but not actually swallow it?
Yeah, like she just swishes around coconut oil. Like, first of all, I don't like the taste of coconut oil.
Ew.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? So like if you literally type in like Gwyneth Paltrow like what she eats in a day, people like started doing videos and vlogs on like how celebrities eat during like how they do it, and they do it for like 4 or 5 days. So like people have done like the Beyonce and what she does, which Beyonce also has a meal prep line called like 22 meals or something like that.
Yeah.
And like her and Jay-Z are like founders of it. And I don't know.
It's interesting. I keep saying it's interesting.
It's interesting.
But do you think Jay-Z, like, that's what they eat?
No, they have a private chef.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They make these things and they promote it, but that's not really what they themselves are eating.
They probably ate one thing or was there for the taste test of the products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just like when celebrities like swear by like the endorsement deals, like I only use Maybelline. Bitch, no you don't. Maybelline makes you look like a cake. Like you're not using
Nobody's
Maybelline.
using Maybelline.
Yeah, like sorry if you are using Maybelline, but like you know what I mean. Like it's just funny. It's money. It's money, money, money. I told you guys all these numbers. It's a lot. It's all millions. There's not one. There's nothing in here that's a few $1,000s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the money maker of our industry is alcohol.
Well, I think we all knew that.
I know, but I just, we're getting into the alcohol talk. We want to have an episode all about alcohol, but like we're just gonna touch on a little bit of who's the owner of all these alcohol. I know celebrities own alcohol like companies, but like this is crazy. Like I'm not surprised by any of this because I know all of these alcohols, but 818 Kendall Jenner again.
Yes.
I want to taste it.
I want to taste it too, but I don't have high hopes for it. But we'll see.
Again, it's just like another fucking...
Yeah.
It's another thing that she's also like the face of like toothpaste, you know? Like...
Like what?
I don't know. It's just a thing. Then you have Aviation American Gin.
Who is that? I know that one.
I know you know that one. That's Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that.
Also, I was reading the article that said arguably the best celebrity alcohol brand, which is crazy. Like,
wait, his is?
That one is, yeah.
Okay, I wonder why.
Probably because it's good.
Yeah.
But also, I doubt he does anything. Like, it's just his face. And, like, maybe he likes gin, but, like, and, like, you know.
But for every brand, there's, like, a spokesperson or, like, the face of the brand.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had the funding to be able to pay Ryan Reynolds to be their face is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I could make a brand, too, and then I'm like, okay, I want, who do I want my brand to be a famous person? Be like,
Dua Lipa.
I want Dua Lipa to be the face of my brand, and I can pay her for that. Like,
she is the face of a brand that, like, I actually know a guy that is.
Yeah?
Yeah. That it's Disco Daddy. Shout out to Vinny.
Disco Daddy.
No, he, like, really awesome stuff. All glittery stuff. Now, like, a lot of celebrities are wearing it. Like, I just saw Joe Jonas wearing it. Yeah, it's, like, really cool. It's really cool. But, like, yeah, that's how people are getting in. You just send a celebrity something and they will do it. You know what I mean? Just for money, though. They have to do it for money.
Yes, a lot of money.
Everyone knows Casamigos, George Clooney. Diageo, which bought Aviation American Gin, also bought Casamigos, and they bought it for $700 million. And they're estimating to make $300 million more by 2027.
Wow.
And
like I can't even fathom.
I remember when Casamigos was like just started, and like I remember seeing the commercial on TV of like George Clooney riding a motorcycle and just him just like talking with his like low and deep voice and like him just being all sensual, and then he's like, yeah, Casamigos. And I was just like, ooh, that sounds good. Like I was like 7 years old and I was like, ooh, that's cool. That's awesome. So I just thought that was funny. Also, like, Casamigos is, like, one of the most expensive tequilas when you go to a bar, like a regular bar. And I didn't know how expensive a bottle was, and I was shocked to see how expensive a bottle was.
How much?
I think it's, like, I can't tell you the actual price of Casamigos.
But
I'm going to look it up.
the tequila, the celebrity tequila is a problem because their business practices and the labor wages are so low compared to smaller producers where they pay their people living wages to produce it.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the flavor, it's about like how they're getting the product.
So that's like that's why a lot of people were talking shit about Kendall Jenner making a tequila, even though all these celebrities have tequila. And she was just like, I researched for 4 years, like I did this, and this, and like, but like for sure her tequila does not say fair trade on it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't say anything about like, you know,
organic, or I mean not that it needs to be organic, because I think just the fact that it's being fermented, it cannot be organic, but still.
So Casamigos for like a normal bottle is like $50.
Okay.
But when you go to the bar, I think a shot is like $15.
Right.
Which is insane to me. Even though
is
me and Nicole
crazy.
took a lot of shots yesterday, and they were all pretty good, and we went to like shitty bars.
We were drinking Espolon though.
Was it? I like Espolon.
Too.
I could drink an Espolon. Like,
Yeah.
well, we did. For my birthday, 7 bottles later.
And
7.
that's why, like, I don't know. I like somehow feel fine. I just feel tired today.
Yeah, me too. But then you have Ciroc, P Diddy, Puff Daddy.
I used to love Ciroc back in the day.
I like when I was
the peach flavor.
I was looking at all like the Ciroc bottles and I was like, this is like high school. Like this is all high school, because people would be like, I got Ciroc in my water bottle, you know? And
I like totally forgot that it even existed until right now.
know for sure he made money off of it. I didn't write down how much money he made, but I just thought it was funny that like I didn't know Diddy owned Ciroc.
I knew.
But in high school you knew?
No, of course I didn't know in high school.
He definitely wrote a song about Ciroc. Constantly.
He probably wrote the song, but that's another thing. I don't like the celebrities themselves do not have the knowledge to source these products. They don't have the knowledge to do what it needs to take
Sorry,
to
I have
do.
to cough.
But
Thank
the
you.
celebrities themselves don't have the knowledge to make this happen. So they have to hire an entire team of experts to make it happen. So at the end of the day, is it really the celebrities or is it the experts creating it that the celebrities just paid?
Is it really a celebrity? I think people have an idea and they just need to put, again, a face to it. Or it's the person's idea. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Then you got Ludacris with the Conjure Cognac. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
And then I thought this one was funny. Danny DeVito has a premium limoncello.
That's funny. I didn't know.
I
but
saw the label of it and it was shit. Like it looked like a 6-year-old drew it.
Danny DeVito's limoncello.
Danny
This is a lot of like things I'm Googling.
Danny DeVito limoncello. I thought that was hilarious when I saw that. Because
Oh god, it does look like
it's like really trashy looking. Like it really looks like there was no marketing involved.
nothing.
It looks like he sells it at his local corner store. Like
Look at this picture.
oh, he's so cute though. Every time I think of Danny DeVito, I think of Matilda. And that was the first time I was just like, who is this guy? Like, what the fuck? He's so weird. But I liked him. I love that movie. That was nostalgic.
But that's funny that he has limoncello of all things that he could choose.
Well, maybe that's
But maybe it's like special to him.
maybe it's like a family thing.
Yeah.
I don't like limoncello that much.
I love it.
I think I need to have like good limoncello to enjoy it. If
Yes.
it's too sweet. Like I've been out with like my family friends and they would be like, oh, we'll take a limoncello to finish off the dinner and like at a steakhouse. And I'm like, I can't drink this.
Yeah. No, I love limoncello, but you're right. Some of them are just pure sugar and they don't have like the real like citrus flavor, the citronelle flavor.
Yeah. Then you have Post Malone made a rosé called Maison Number 9.
Wow.
Bottle's pretty. Not something I thought Post Malone would make. I didn't even think he would have rosé.
Yeah, where can you buy that?
It's everywhere. Like this wine is everywhere. And it's just funny. Like it's like a pretty little bottle. It's like nice and skinny.
Oh, it's cute.
It's cute. There's like a little sword with roses going around it. Like it's so not Post Malone.
No. You never would guess.
You would never guess that. So I just thought it was funny. And then The Rock recently came out with his own tequila.
Right, which I think that...
Somebody told me it was really sweet.
Okay.
Somebody was like, I got it as a gift because also these celebrities, they send it out to other celebrities.
Yeah,
so they could
for them to try it and just to see
try
it first.
and have this whole entire show box or like a delivery service with like hot shirtless men walking over with a bottle of tequila and be like, hey, and then it's on Instagram and then everyone's like, oh my God, every time I buy this tequila bottle there should be shirtless men everywhere. Like that's not how it works. So yeah, I really want to try the Rock tequila. We're gonna do a whole tequila tasting. I know we're going to. We need to.
Yeah, and we want to hear feedback from you guys of if you guys are interested in these tastings, like our guests. why I always say guests, like
You
they're here in
always
the
say
room with
guests,
us.
like they're hanging
Our
out with
listeners,
us.
but we want to know if you like to hear us tasting things, because sometimes it might be interesting, but sometimes people might be like, what in the
Just
world?
go on YouTube and watch us taste
I
it.
want to do, I'm just thinking, a podcast about nut milks. Like, we could be a short one, but we taste all of them. There's so many.
There's so many
nut milk. There's like, oh my God, I can't even get, like, cashew, pistachio, all of it. Like, there's pistachio, there's oat milk, there's almond milk, there's, I don't know, walnut milk, rice milk, pumpkin seed milk, hemp milk, like every single milk you could ever dream of. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I think that it would be a fun episode. But speaking of milk, for our munch box today.
It's not milk.
Meow, meow.
Wait, I didn't know this is non-dairy.
Yeah, I got one non-dairy.
They're both non-dairy.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, that's actually great.
So speaking of faces to make people buy things.
Faces to make people buy things. Ben and Jerry's. So everybody already likes Ben and Jerry's, but as you know, they have different flavors for different celebrities. The ones I chose was the Tonight Dough for Jimmy Fallon.
That one's actually very well known. Everyone gets that one.
But I love this one, the Americone Dream.
Which is, what's his name? What's his name? He's in...
What is wrong with me? Why did I... Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert. Like, I've literally...
We're staring at his face with like a thumbs up and we're like,
I've actually cooked for him before on the Colbert Report.
So, do you get starstruck when you see these people?
No.
So, I'll tell you this story.
Do you?
Yeah, well, not... they get starstruck by me.
Like, I met somebody very important yesterday, and I was not starstruck. I was like,
Yeah, because
wow,
you don't
tall.
give a fuck.
I'm like, oh, you're tall. Hi.
So, I was...
And he said, oh, nice to see you again. I'm like, I've never seen you in my life before.
Oh,
Nice
that's
to see
sweet,
you.
though. I like when
was.
people say, like, oh, it's nice to see you again. I'm like, this is my first time meeting you. No, I was walking on the street, and I just literally see this guy, and I was like, no way. And my eyes, I didn't say a thing. My eyes just widened, and I looked straight at Ian, and Ian goes, yes.
Who was it?
It was Jared Leto.
Oh.
And he was like, he's very majestic looking already with his hair and his eyes, but like him, like in real life, it actually like starstruck me because I was just like, oh my gosh, like this guy's everywhere. He's in every movie. He's singing. He does so much. And he was just walking around the streets of Manhattan, like no destination. Looked like he had no destination, wearing pink pants.
I don't know. I feel like...
And then that week I was at the farm in Martha's Vineyard and I went to go to a farm stand and I'm walking and these eyes, this guy's eyes were just bulging, looked right at me. And he looked angry that I looked at him. And I was like, who is that? Right away when I looked at his eyebrows, it was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
I was like, what? That's crazy.
I've met Jake and his sister.
Oh, yeah?
What's her name? Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm. She seems really nice. Mm-hmm. How was it? Where did you meet them?
In DC, I was like doing an event for them at Maggie's house.
Oh, wow.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. Sorry, ice cream's cold.
It's funny. Me and Nicole like didn't have to sign NDAs to like go into these celebrities' homes.
Yeah.
Like we literally didn't.
No, and
need
that
to.
was a long time ago. We were at her house, but I don't know, something about celebrities, like you realize they're real people.
Yeah, they're real people.
One time I was somewhere where Katy Perry, Alicia Keys, and Orlando Bloom were, and I think that was probably the only time I was starstruck. And they were all together, and I was like, oh my God, they're real people, but...
I've seen Alicia Keys twice, too. It's so weird.
Well, Alicia Keys was performing, and so I wasn't as starstruck by her because she was performing. It wasn't like she was just walking. Like, I actually saw her, but she was performing what you would expect an artist to be doing.
She's also really good.
Yeah, and so perfect.
Yeah, like literally.
Everything
she's so
about
good.
her. But I didn't get to see her just like in passing. But I did. It was so funny. I was like walking down. Like, I saw Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, and I guess his son or daughter. I don't know. I think it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has a kid with Miranda Kerr.
Yeah, so it was that kid. And I don't remember the gender. I think, like, it was pretty young, and so I don't even know if it was a girl or a boy. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm, like, walking. I saw them. I didn't get a picture with them. I wanted to, but I almost got a picture. Everybody was like, let's get pictures. I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother them. And then they're trying to leave down, like, this back alleyway, and they're walking away, and it's, like, the middle of the night. It's, like, midnight. And they're walking down this back alleyway, and I'm working, and I just so happen have to walk down this back alleyway too. But I'm like,
yeah, because we're always like shoved in the corners.
But I'm like 10 feet behind them, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so awkward. I feel like I'm stalking them because I'm walking 10 feet behind them in this alleyway, not saying anything. And Katy Perry turned around and she was like, have a good night. And I was like, oh my God. Like, but I felt starstruck, but I wasn't going to stop them in the middle of the alley and be like, hey, I really love you guys. I was like, they're just trying to get home, and they're obviously going down this back way because they don't want anybody to see them. People. So I wasn't going to. I'm also in a chef coat. Like, I have to be a professional.
Well, speaking of that, celebrities that we do have.
This is really good for dairy-free ice cream.
That one's so good. So the Americone Dream, probably the best dairy-free ice cream I've ever had.
This is the best. Ben & Jerry's has the best non-dairy ice cream.
I wouldn't say all of their flavors are that good, but that one's good.
That one's really good.
They're both really good.
Does
it mean that the cookie dough in this is also vegan?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. So me and Nicole used to work for this company, and then all of a sudden, like, we don't work for them anymore. And there was like a chef from like a random chef that they had to put in to go to an event. And we had a server that we know that was at this event. And,
sorry, choking on ice cream.
Wilma Thurman was there. It was her house.
Uma Thurman.
Why am I so bad with names today?
I don't know.
Uma Thurman was there. And I feel like her presence is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, she's so, like, different looking, and, like, I don't know. I feel like it's Pulp Fiction every time I would see her. And the chef asked to take a picture with her, and they were like, absolutely not. Are you
absolutely
serious?
Not.
Like, unless they're coming through the kitchen and you have, like, you know, the ability to ask, but if you're hidden in the kitchen and you're asking to take a picture, like, with somebody that's out there, like, no way. No way. And we've done events where, like, there's celebrities everywhere. You don't ask to take pictures with them.
No.
Unless it's Anna Sophia Roberts that I took a picture with. It was the Van Cleef party that we used to do. And there would just be celebrities everywhere. I was like, the Olsen twins, Adele, Rihanna, like all.
I think I would be starstruck if I met Adele or Rihanna.
Yeah, I would be starstruck if I met Rihanna. I wouldn't know what to do, but I was watching a video of a guy. He was at a restaurant.
I think you just treat them like normal people because they are.
And you say this. So this guy was sitting there. He was at the restaurant. Drake walks in with his crew. And the guy turned around. Everyone was, like, so happy that Drake was there, like, freaking out. And this fan turns around and goes, hey, I like your music. And that was it. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
funny. But that gave me, like, weird goosebumps.
But, like, it's just, like, nice things like that you should say to celebrities. Like, I like your work. Or, like, thank you for doing this much kind of charity. You know what I mean? Like, just, like, nice things. Like, you don't have to, like, I need a picture. Let's do a TikTok. Let's do this.
Oh, my God, I love you.
Oh, my God, you know? And I think that's just... We feed them, so we're not that we don't care much for it, but there are chefs that do care. And I also, if you follow a bunch of restaurants online or on Instagram, when there's a famous person, they all take a picture and they post it on Instagram. And I sort of think that that's, like, tacky now.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think that's tacky?
Well, yeah.
I think it's tacky. Like, cool, like, you took a picture with it, but do you have to put it on your Instagram that they ate there that night? I don't know. It's not my vibe. Like, I don't think people need to expose who's coming to the restaurant, even though that's how people are coming in. Because you're just like, oh, shit, like, that famous football player was at that restaurant. Like, I should go check it out now.
I think you need to have discretion. Like, But there are so many people who, like, when you first come to New York, and it's New York, like, you don't get that experience everywhere. It's because because we're here.
Yeah, it's true. It's very much
like
true.
I did definitely meet celebrities in DC too, cooking for people, but it's New York. You get that experience because that's where they are. They're just here floating around all over the place.
They're all over the place.
I would probably be starstruck if I saw Drake, though.
Nicole recently told me she's a fan of Drake.
What do you mean? I listen to Drake like nonstop, his music.
No,
but
you're also a fan of his looks.
I just think like...
Which is so funny. For me, he looks like a teddy bear. Like,
yeah, I guess it depends. Like, it's not all the time. It's just sometimes. Anyways,
sorry, Thomas. You have to listen to us talk about.
Anyways, we're
how
not even
beautiful
talking
Drake
about
is.
celebrity brands anymore.
No, but I think the overall thing that I'm getting from this episode is that celebrities are in this industry. They're going to stay. They're going to endorse. They just want to expand their name and do more investments. And all of these things that I did say, like, they're all pretty good ideas and they're going somewhere. I don't know about these lifestyle brands with, like, their fad diets and bullshit of swishing oil around your mouth just so you could not feel full is not the healthiest thing. It's not good.
Or where did I hear somebody puts butter in their coffee?
It's a thing. That's a thing.
And that, like...
It's called a bullet.
It's a bullet, all right. It goes right through you.
Ew, you nasty hoe. I'm eating ice cream. Like, what the fuck? I go right through you. So stupid. But, no, seriously, though. Not my thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Not my thing. And that's normal, by the way. Like,
yeah, but who came up with that?
It's
I
not
feel
a
like
celebrity.
A celebrity came up with that.
No, they probably, like, enhanced the knowing of it, but they did not come up with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's a little bit different, but I really just wanted to touch on how we're just influenced every day by
celebrities.
By celebrities, by influencers. I follow a bunch of influencers on Instagram, and, like, I just don't get it. I really don't. They're always out to eat, and they're always, like, healthy looking. And I'm just like, what the hell are you eating when you go out to these restaurants?
Nothing.
Like, what do
they order it all, but they don't eat it.
Yeah, they, like, or they send food out. And also, these celebrities, they get so many things for free all the time just to endorse or just to taste.
Because hopefully it's going to be a product they like, and then they endorse it, and then boom.
Yep, exactly. So hopefully we have an episode coming out soon about tequila tasting. We just can't do it before the wedding because we're trying to be good with ourselves, even though we just spent $160 on
and we're eating
Cuban
ice cream.
food and we're eating ice cream. And we had shots last night. So that's our healthy lifestyle. If you guys want us to start putting out a weekly newsletter of how we eat, sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's going to be called Fat Fucks. I'm just kidding. All right.
It's going to be called Starving During the Work Day, Eat Everything After Work.
Yeah, it's called Intermediate Fasting.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Follow us on YouTube at Quiche My Ass Podcast. Follow us at an Instagram app that's called Quiche My Ass Pod. Listen to us on Apple.
Did you say an Instagram app?
An Instagram app.
I swear. We don't have our own app, by the way.
I'm not like...
But that's a great idea. That could be our next venture.
Oh, a Quiche My Ass app.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, no. Okay.
Coming up in the future.
If you work on apps, come let us know.
Yeah, call us.
We just figured out how to install and have other people on our Instagram. But anyway, we also want to say thank you again to Alex Katz for doing our song, because we always have to say that. Yeah. And listen to us on Podbean. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Listen to us on Spotify. Just listen to us. Thank you.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Deuces. Bye.